talk about how people are dumb. P-Dog. That they couldn't spell it and shit.
Don't know what we're talking about. Name change?
Oh, yeah, I guess. No, yeah, I'm done. Start stabbing you.
Got full retard. Well, my daughter's dead. Fuck my mom and her mouth.
I've never seen that before. That.
What?
That. The fucking. Is
Hot
this?
ass dude.
Yeah, the hot ass guy. Sexy ass motherfucker.
Is that a Ren and Stimpy shirt?
No.
Nightmare.
Nightmare. I don't know what it is. It's fake.
You're fake.
Alright, dude, I'm done. Just come back out of that.
Dude, you're fucking weird, dude.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, is it because I'm on my podcast? Is that what you say that? Every single time, dude. Yeah. Keep looking all scared. Fucking hate you.
You're a weird person, dude. Like everyone's saying that about you lately.
Name
You're real
12.
weird. I just never look you in the eyes.
Just fucking
You never look you in the eyes. It's my father, dude. Among other things.
Wasted Rock Ranger. This is your dad. He's fucking literally.
What the fuck you did?
Your dad literally always say that.
You also sing it.
Yo, that's not me saying it all the time.
Yeah, him and
Where-
Leander.
Is that where it's from?
No, it's from this band.
It's a
They
fucking
wrote
close
this
one,
song in like 10 minutes
Taylor.
or something. I don't know. There's some weird story about it, but
Is there?
yeah, yeah. On some.
Fucking make you smoke this cigarette.
Anyways, just
Yeah,
that's always.
fuck.
Yeah, they used to say all
Every
that him
single
and Leander or
time.
whatever. Yeah, him and because Leander would play it or something. I don't know. It's a
Dude,
whole bunch of
You're
weird
the
shit.
worst storyteller I've ever met. You're
That's what-
That's
That's what everyone says.
I know. That's what everyone's been telling me about you a lot lately.
It's like you're acting right now. That's what everyone's been telling you about you telling me about. I don't know.
Yeah,
Fucked
you're
up.
an idiot.
Oh, fucked up, dude. This should be a bad podcast. I already feel
Drunken
it.
dispute. That's why we renamed it. Not because of anything else. It's so sweet. People are dumb. Spell psychedelic right now in your own mind.
Just do
Just
it.
get scared
Easy.
myself.
Easy as
Like,
fuck.
oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. No one knew how to spell psychedelic delusions of grandeur. Okay?
But talk to each
That's-
other. I don't know what you're looking at.
What?
It's always,
you're
fucking
just
always
panicking.
panicking.
Yeah, you're panicking right now. Because it's bullshit.
Yeah, it's stupid. Everyone's done. They don't know
Well,
how
I
to
just
spell.
thought it was.
You
I
couldn't
thought
spell
it was
either.
No, I can spell it. It's just at times I'd fucking not be able to spell it, which doesn't make sense. I'm just not a good consistent speller. That's actually a fucking huge character flaw of mine. Consistency. Sorry, Brian. I am. I'm not consistent in a lot of shit. It's supposed to be funny. Start crying.
It's true.
Are you? Are you?
I'm
True. That's bullshit, dude. Yeah, I would like a third person though. For sure.
I think it would make it better.
Yeah.
We'll ever get one though.
Well, fucking everyone
No, it's
knows
just
a
me.
fucking heroin addict. So sweet.
It's true.
That'd be insane.
It's not that untrue.
Well, think of the people who we actually want, though. You know what I mean?
Heroin addicts.
Oh, heroin addicts. You know what I mean? Like, they got the hooks.
No,
They got
someone's
the
funny. It could be
plugs.
consistent. I don't know. What do you mean?
I just don't know. That's what I'm saying. There's just no one that we know that's really funny and consistent that do it. We're not really even consistent ourselves, but you know what I mean? Even for like once, for how hard it is for us to get to do this right now, you know what I mean? It should be so easy.
Get one more. Yeah, it's easy as fuck.
Well, obviously we had a fucking huge fan base that was just like, hey, fucking suck other dicks every second. Like, I'd be like, fuck, I'd quit working right now even if it wasn't making me any money.
That'd be dumb.
But it'd be sweet. Though. Just putting out videos, not making any money, but tons of people love you. But like, now we're not gonna buy anything that you produce. So
That'd be horrible. Yeah,
Pretty gay.
there'd be nothing. You just
we
have
gotta
nothing
get it on
for.
like Spotify and shit too. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah, we have
it's
a ton
hard
of
to
things you
branch
upload.
out, dude. I wish we could just fucking
No.
have that already. So sweet.
They used to make an account and do it.
No, like I'm saying, like actually, like I don't know how these people do it. Like get these these huge fucking like subscriber bases on YouTube. It's like obviously it takes years, but like Jesus, dude, like million subscribe views on that. I know there's a channel where it's like literally like how to improve yourself, like kind of channels, and it's like he uses the same animations over and over again. Simple shit that I've known for my whole life.
Yeah, but it's all boring shit though. Yeah, but I know.
But he's got 1 million subscribers on that bitch.
Oh yeah, all
like
those.
that's nuts.
Yeah, but those are so fucking lame.
Yeah, I know, but there's still though. I don't give a fuck about that. That motherfucker's got a million
Yeah, I
fucking
know what you're saying.
subscribers.
Yeah, if you find your
I'd
own
do
niche.
that shit in a heartbeat. Yeah, exactly. It's a niche.
If you like did like those how-to videos, like you do one of those, that would be lame though.
Yeah, that'd be gay as fuck. How to?
Instead of just having fun and bullshitting and fucking making real life shit happen.
Yeah.
Like murdering people in the streets
I
and
do
whatnot.
love killing kids and shit. Done with the podcast. Walk out of here.
I do love that.
I do love it.
Yeah, but anyways, we had to change the name to Drunken Dispute because that's a way better name.
Absolutely.
That's what it is now. Drunken Dispute.
Drunken Dispute.
Psychedelic delusions of grandeur, no more. Name's too cool for school.
Too cool for people who are idiots. But that's okay though. No, it's not. It's bad as fuck. Change it up.
It's sick. I like the new name.
I do too. I think it's fun. I think it's way cool. I think it'd be way. I feel like it's even cooler to talk about, like, you know what I mean, to bring people on and be like, what, psychedelic delusions of grandeur. It's like, that's a cool sounding name.
Mouthful.
It's a mouthful, like your mom. Just fucking no.
Wait, we're learning this fucking thing. You'll figure it out. Best
camera.
podcast in the goddamn world.
I would love that, dude.
It will be.
We will.
Anyways,
We should try to fucking get onto other people's podcasts, like that Time Suck guy, that Nathan listens. I don't even believe Nathan listens to that guy.
No, he does.
Does he?
He knows like a bunch of shit. He like has, I don't know, it's a nightmare how much stuff he likes with that guy. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
Maybe I live in Coeur d'Alene. Might as well fucking meet
I
up.
know, he'd be funny. I know I've seen Dan comes on shit. He's a good comedian.
Is he?
It'd be cool, but he's like, yeah, he has a solid following too. He also has a comedy show. I mean, he has like, I don't know, he's not that famous or anything. That's the thing. Like, you don't have to be. It's like you always see people like in the big podcasts they'll have like already had a following before, which makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
But you can just create it, because like people like PewDiePie and all those weirdos,
Yeah, dude.
they get shut down for saying nigger, and that'd be gay.
That would be gay. Nigger.
Get shut one
Even
word.
though I have a black friend that'd hate if I said nigger like that. He says nigga all the time. But if I say, hey, nigger, he gets mad at me.
Every
like, come
time.
on, dude. You say, what up, nigga? I'm like, yo, nigger, get over here and clean my shit up. And he gets mad. Just keep saying it over and over again, just to try to fucking offend. I used to always hated that though.
What?
Like Gavin. The whole Gavin thing is such a gay thing. That's exactly how I imagine real liberal people are. Like, cause his whole thing was based off of something that wasn't real. Oh, someone told me to stop saying that once when I was saying it. His whole point.
Yeah, he got beat up because that faggot.
No, he never got beat up.
That's
He's a
what he
liar.
said.
He's told me that story before. He never got beat up. He said he
Yeah, but I'm
almost
saying
got
that's his
Almost.
thing.
Almost
Oh,
got
yeah,
beat
actually,
up.
almost. Maybe he said that.
He almost got beat up for saying
That's
saying
not a good enough
fag.
reason.
That's not a good enough reason. I'd fight that guy.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. He's
I'm
obviously he's a
right? I'm
fag.
not, you know what I mean? It's like, I hate to say that because it's a word of hate. Fag. It's like literally meant to discriminate gay people, but it's like
Kind of.
I don't even know because I love saying fag. I love calling people
Yeah, but
fags.
faggot becomes
even if
something
you're
else.
gay and it's being gay is nothing like that affects me at all. You know what I mean?
But it's funny saying the
But
word
it's
because
so awesome to say the word.
cause it's fun to make fun of someone for being gay, and that doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
It's
that's the funny part about it now, I think. Because I'd never do that. I ain't no fag.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, because...
But I wouldn't do that, really, and it would be disgusting to me, literally, if that ever, like, anything like that would ever happen. But I think it's funny to say that you are.
Stop. Just get fucking pissed. Yeah, but
And I don't get, that's why people don't, like... I guess I don't know. I hate it because I can feel like I can see both sides. It's like, really, a word's gonna hold that much dominion over you?
me, yeah.
Yeah, I know. If you say fucking anything,
If you say fag, I start crying.
I
dude.
thought you said something else, but just get real weird about it. You're that transsexual guy that no one likes. Just admit it on camera right now that you want to be a transgender.
I do want to be transgender.
Called it. Now, what's your real name?
Tracy.
Tracy.
Just get lost.
Lost in a nightmare shit.
It's Tracy Halligan.
Halligan.
I have 14 tits and 22 eyeballs, and I like to be people.
1, 2, 3,
I like to be
5,
people.
6.
Just go crazy.
Jacking you off.
Sorry. Just be saying, I like to be people.
I like to be people. Just cutting people off. Just little tits to you.
Well, yeah, that's what I identify as. A nightmare.
A nightmare. That's sweet. I want to start identifying as that.
Oh, just call me Nightmare Fag.
Just call me a nightmare because I'm fucking 13 people, 19 guys, and 4 gay babies. You are a nightmare. Yeah, I know. And I would like to be called Schlee. Just take that from fucking Justin Roiland, 100% Schlee.
What's that from?
There's something from that. Schmangela. Schmogan. Everything starts with SH. SHM. Smolangela. Schmooly or something like that.
Is it SCH or it doesn't matter how it's spelled?
That, but Schmangela. Slogan.
Is that from what is that from?
It was interdimensional cable.
Interdimensional.
That's what I said.
You're just fucking slurring your words.
I am.
You have one beer.
Yeah, I know.
You're a fucking lightweight pussy ass bitch.
Talking about that, by the way, we should start having a hustle.
Like sell drugs?
Yeah, first of all, sell drugs.
Buy your drugs here.
Buy your drugs
half
here.
discount.
Come over to fucking 3218 North Riverbend Lower Drive. Sweet.
42.
42. Thank you. Just get scared. No, I think we should start fucking hustling people out of the bar and saying, out chug them. I'll just collect all the money and you just do all the work.
Oh, just chug for money.
Yeah, it'd be brutal.
The weirdest hustle.
It'd be sweet though. You can do it.
Yeah, like, I just keep fucking up. Oh, I can't chug today.
Scared. I can't chug.
Be like a chug shark.
Chug shark.
It'd be like one of those fucking. What do they call them when they?
Butt plugs.
Yeah,
that
makes sense.
I don't know what you're talking about. But
No, but they pool hustler. That was it. Is
that's hustler. Yeah. Getting hustled.
Just hustle people for drinking. That'd be.
I feel like when I say hustling, it's like selling drugs. What I always think of. I don't think of like, I'm getting fucking hustle out of my money. I guess that's what you're doing when you're selling drugs. You're hustling people out of their money, but they spend it willingly and gratefully. They're so thankful.
Maybe you're tricking them into it.
Saying
you need this. Like, I actually have 3 kids.
Hey, I don't need to do this. Yeah, you do.
You drive a hard bargain, you motherfucker.
You
quit talking snake oil salesman.
Snake oil salesman. Slap your face. Well, what do you think about this, dude? Getting fucked up on some fucking methamphetamines. Taking out a fucking loan on our mom and dad's fucking life insurance.
And killing them. Taking a loan on their life insurance.
Taking a loan on their life insurance.
You can do that.
I don't even know if you can do that at all. I think we should get fucked up on mescaline and fucking rape her. Skankfest, God of War, Easter egg, Windows, JJ just starting all these. Come town. Yeah, that's not even a fucking podcast. That's just some gay porn.
If I had fucking fucked up weird shit in there, dude.
I don't.
There's a meme about. Oh, it wasn't a meme, but there's on Reddit where it showed up this guy's. This little kid was on YouTube. This 10-year-old, it's like naked boobs, and it had all this fucking.
What?
On YouTube, he's searching for porn, dude.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, I did that when I was 10, but I fucking look at real fucking porn sites. I'm not a bitch.
Because YouTube didn't exist when you were 10.
My friend a bitch. Let's look at this.
Was YouTube around when you were 10?
2005. Yeah, I was 11 actually when it came out.
So no, I was right, bitch. Would you fuck that kid? Yes or no, dude?
Yes. Yes.
Hell yeah, you fucking parent. What the fuck did we just watch?
The weirdest video I've ever seen. It's got 16 views.
2
My friend
years
is
ago.
a bitch. BITCIH. And that's what I typed in. I didn't even realize. That's insane.
You know how people watch that video, dude? More than we've ever gotten on any of our videos.
I know. Why did you get rid of the B and the A first? That was weird, A. I don't even know.
That was sick, though. We should watch Nightmare Deep
Let's
cut
try Nightmare
videos.
Deep cut videos.
Deep cut YouTube video stream. That's what we should do.
We should just, when we have guests over on our show.
Should call them niggers?
We should just call them niggers the whole time. Nightmare. No, we should fucking start doing some fucking gay shit with them.
Just hold them down and fuck them. Like, hey, I'm new here.
Hey, I'm new here.
You guys take a hammer and just start swinging
right,
on
here
their
we
backs.
go.
Hitting them at
That's
the
our fun.
spot. What the hell did you do?
I don't even know. Mr. Nightmare?
Three true story. That was. What are you doing?
I don't know. Picking
Why
random
are you
shit.
jumping backwards?
I don't know. Bench 7. Oh, no.
What the fuck are you doing? I hate everything about you.
Start crying. Well, that's our podcast. It's fucking done right there. No, I think we should seriously start having butt chugs and shit like that. Having fucking people come over. It'd be fun to have like 5 or 6 people on the podcast.
Yeah, we could.
They don't need to have mics, so they can share some. We can really have 8 people on the show.
Dude, we need to just do weird shit. We can do fun shit.
Yeah, we can do fun shit. I guess what we should start doing. You know what I mean? I've been bored lately. I think we should start fucking raping people. Just fucking.
We can bring dead bodies in. to have sex with them.
Oh my
Start laughing.
god. Hey, first person that comes a fucking necrophiliac, and we blame them and we call the cops. That'd be such an insane game of risk.
That'd be a sweet game. We're going to the fucking...
Let's go.
No, go cemetery. The cemetery's not that far away.
Nope. Dig up 5 bodies. Get 5 people. Place each body on the ground. Fucking, we have to have, not only do we have 5 corpses, 5 people, we need to have 5 people watching those people fuck that corpse.
Booing them the whole time.
Booing them.
You're gay.
Yeah,
why
you
you fucking...
You don't want to get blamed for that.
Well,
you don't want to go to prison for fucking
No. Whoever comes goes to prison forever.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's one guy. One guy takes the whole hit. Not
That's what I'm saying. You need that guy to help you not come.
Oh.
He needs to be like, hey, your mom's a little slut, and I want to fuck
her.
No!
That's
what I was thinking too. So when she
just
whisper shit in your ear, makes you come faster. You're a faggot, bitch. So sweet.
Just shooting massive amounts of load. Just keeps reigniting the fuse.
I just run, I think. Everyone calls the cops on you. Yeah, you brought fucking 5 dead corpses, raped every one of them. What would you even say? Nope! Just run away.
Made to make it look like there's one person did all it.
What's pretty crazy too is that Colby Votter, saying his first and last name, the guy that killed Brett Snow. Don't know if that's true. That's what they sentenced him for. They found him guilty.
With no body.
He was Johnny's neighbor over there, and he got sentenced first, no body sentencing in the state of Washington. Did not find his body. Still have not found his body. But they found that dude guilty, and another girl and the other dude guilty as well.
Of murder?
In the first degree, and kidnapping in the first degree.
So they find them, they can kill him. Fucking double jeopardy style. Because if you get charged for a murder, according to this movie, which I think it actually is true, but if you get charged for a murder to kill a person, and then you spend 25 years in jail and they find that person never died, then you can kill that person, and they can't charge you for the same crime you already committed. That's what they say. I'm not sure how fucking true that is.
I bet you that wouldn't work. I bet you.
Yeah, but think about it.
I know, but things like that don't work. Like,
but think about that, though. But actually think about the situation.
The double jeopardy.
But boom, you spend 25 years in jail. They never prove you innocent. You find that guy dead. Oh, you find that guy dead. They charge you again. You killed him again! Exactly. That's basically what you're doing now. You find that guy. You shoot him in the head. And be like, dude, oh, you killed him. Like, yeah.
Or you get 25 years for that. 25 years ago.
Yeah, you can't charge you twice for the same crime. It's like for the same exact crime. That's the same exact crime as murder.
I just don't know how it would work. I just don't think that's real. I think you'd be fucking first of all, you'd fucking sue the fucking company or sue the government or whatever you do to get that money from the fucking courts because you were falsely imprisoned. You sue the government and you get that money back because you were literally a random dude that didn't do anything that got put in prison. That's terrifying to me. That's even a thing. Yeah, random people just get put in prison. Holy fuck! 25 years in prison.
Well, yeah, just like fucking Rick Ross. He put 25 years in prison because he got the 3 strikes you're out thing. He got life in prison. Well, it's 25 to life. But for 3 different things they did in the same, they caught him doing it all at once.
Yeah, that's not how.
Yeah, it's not how it works. It has to be 3 separate felonies. And he didn't know that. He didn't know how to read. But then he figured out how to read, and they figured out that he was being screwed over. And then he had he was there for a while. But he had to do serve the 25 full.
Huh?
Then he was already on he was in a life thing, whatever it is. So when they figured out he was doing 25, his life sentence was off. He had to get out of that area because they just kill him just because he didn't have to spend life in prison. So they did.
They killed him?
No, they could kill. They would try to. They didn't give a fuck because they already spent life in prison. What the fuck am I don't give a shit. Oh, you don't have to spend life anymore? You figured it out. You don't have to be in here for life? Nigga, you're here for life. And just stab him in the head. And if you're in a non-death penalty state, they'll just get another tacked on. Oh, another life sentence. Send me to maybe some deeper prison. That's probably the worst.
Keep on tacking them on, bitch. That's how
Can't kill me.
Because literally, I think about that too. It's like if you're gonna be in that place forever, that's literally permanently. That's so scary to me. Just being there for as long as I did wasn't even long at all. But to think of how it was gonna be the place I was gonna live for the rest of my life.
Gives you a boner.
Gives me a fucking raging hard on because I love fucking gay guys and getting fucked by straight dudes. That's the difference. I love fucking gay guys. I still
think it's gayer to fuck a dude in the ass and get butt fucked.
Just because your dick's hard?
You can't imagine something else.
Ever?
I couldn't imagine it like that. Like, you're fucking a dude there, your balls are smacking.
So, yeah, you gotta understand.
He's saying,
what,
stop,
Yeah,
help,
what's
stop.
the situation?
You really think...
Obviously, that you can, first of all, you're
Raping a dude, that's completely different.
That's not gay at all.
No, it's not gay at all. Power! Power!
It's true.
But if you're doing it for funsies...
No, it's just the fight of getting hard.
For fun.
While you're fucking a dude, that's my only argument to it. Because you don't have to get hard to get fucked in the ass. That's the only thing. You don't have to get hard. But you have to be hard.
Oh my lord, I almost just spilled that all over your keyboard. My phone's about to die.
Just look it up on there. Do I have to be hard to fuck a
Do I
man?
have to be hard to fuck...
A man right in the little pooper?
No,
Pooper
I gotta
scooper?
fucking make sure that
The Jews in the Holocaust aren't real?
the Jews in the Holocaust aren't real.
Actually, they can ban you on YouTube for that. Did you hear about all that shit they did for YouTube?
What?
Maybe talk about...
Oh, I did. What was that? The one that was just recently that happened?
Yeah.
No, what was it? You remember this?
A lot of the stuff was like if you have like certain hate speech people like automatically out. Like if you talk about racist stuff, I don't know, it's weird. But like one of the things though was if you deny like Sandy Hook, or if you deny the Holocaust, any like major tragedy thing, then they'll kick you off. So that's fucking insane.
I was watching the thing and it was like that YouTube will take away. It was the guy was a conservative person and he didn't believe in gay people. He didn't believe that gay people should get married. No, yeah, no.
I don't believe they exist. I fucked plenty of straight.
He didn't believe that they should get married. And
well, I agree with that.
I hate it because my parents are like that. You know what I mean? Like Randy and my mom. Like my dad's not. I don't think my dad gives a fuck. I'm like, my mom, and I totally always beat my mom. That's what's sweet because my mom, all she does is watch conservative fucking. And I'm actually more. I feel like I'm more conservative than I am liberal. Like I don't want to get taxed. I want to be able to have guns, even though I can't own them. I think you should be able to own them. Yeah. I don't think that you shouldn't be able to own them because I can't.
Yeah, but we come from Idaho. That's.
Yeah, exactly. That's important. But the thing is, I like guns. I like shooting guns.
Guns are fun.
I've always liked doing that. It wasn't because Idaho society.
Yeah, but no, just because people are they don't. When you're not around guns, you don't know anything about guns.
Yeah, then you get scared of them.
Yeah, then you think that these are all bad people that have guns.
Yeah, exactly. I know every single person I have known. I wasn't a bad person.
Yeah, because it's just like the whole. It's the same thing as like racism, which is a weird thing they fall to. But it's like if you only know what what you see. You don't know any real black people. You don't know any real race. Then you're gonna have these weird assumptions that don't make any sense if you actually examine them. And that's what they do. But just leave in their own state. Make it state by state, I guess. If that whole state doesn't like guns, then make it extremely dangerous for people who want to carry arms. I guess.
Like I think that
I have Steve do that.
Saying, like with my mom, like how she always like, well, gay people, like, and my mom's not like that. My mom's like the most like non-racist or prejudiced person I've known ever. And like she says that sometimes about like the gay people getting married. I'm like, but and then I was like, the business owner should have the right to say no to that gay couple if he doesn't want to make them a wedding cake. And I was like, then he should have the right to say no to black people and Asian people and other people.
Yeah, he should.
He should.
I think you should be able to do all that.
I think you should be able to too. Just don't go to that business.
Exactly. Yeah, but then they should also be able to protest. Yeah. That's the way it works.
Exactly.
If you own the business, that's what I like about the bathroom thing too. They're trying to legalize trans bathrooms. It's like, oh, let the business decide. It's their fucking.
Yeah, it's a bathroom, dude. It's either it's not a. You don't hang out in the bathroom. You go to take a shit or you piss and you wash your hands and you leave. It doesn't matter. My mom would always be like, "What if you saw one of those guys in there?"
Who cares?
Well, yeah, it's like first of all, like what? I don't want my daughter around that person. That's what she always say or something. I don't want my kid around that person, and your argument was always fucking annoying.
Yeah, but your little boy,
but you'd rather have him around with you. You don't want to around your little girl, but you'd rather have him around your little boy.
So yeah, what are you saying?
What's the difference?
Yeah, what are you?
If it's gonna fuck your kid, it's gonna fuck your kid.
Yeah. My biggest thing too, my biggest thing with that is, does that really stop a rapist?
No.
A girl runs to the bathroom. Oh fuck, this is a girl's only bathroom. I'm safe here. This big giant rapist, like no. Oh yeah. Oh. I just gonna pull this girl's pants on and fuck her till she was dead.
Yeah.
But the sign says I can't go in there. It's the same thing with the gun argument. It's just like it's all stupid. It's like just because the law these people are already breaking the law. Trying to put a law to stop them
doesn't make sense because it doesn't. You can't.
But
the law breaker is a breaker of laws.
Yeah, but if you might put more restrictions on something, it's gonna just
affect the people that obey the laws.
Yeah,
that's what it does.
It's not gonna affect the people who don't obey the laws because they're already not obeying the laws in the first place.
That's why I never get it. I get it. It's never I got. It's just how it doesn't make sense to where, like, I think the whole thing with the fucking felons not being own firearms, how the fuck does that make sense at all? I really, like, I get it if the dude was a fucking armed robber. I get specific cases. Hey, if you commit armed robbery, yeah, you probably should never have a gun again.
Or mass genocide.
If you actually thought about robbing a place with a gun, went through with it, you should probably, even though people change, you should probably never be alone again. Because you know
Unless
what?
you
People can
something.
revert. People can revert back to what they once were. Drug addicts can go back. Sex addicts can go back.
Well, yeah,
Anybody can go back.
We always want everyone can turn a new leaf to. I'm like, oh man, I might become a sex addict.
Yeah.
Start killing people.
No,
a sex addict.
Raping their dead bodies.
I got deep in.
I got way deeper than I thought. Different change.
Not the same sex I was thinking about, but it's good.
It was good and it was dead.
No, it doesn't work that way, Johnny. You can't fuck dead bodies. It's so weird.
I'm down to fuck a dead body.
Would you?
At least one time I tried out. At least I would say it.
Just look at you like that. I'm like, I'm so
Could you get hard to fuck a dead body?
Could you?
What? Okay, listen to me. You're fucking your girlfriend. She's looking there. She's like, oh yeah, boom, you blow our brains out.
Fuck her pussy.
You already fucking her anyway.
And I'll fuck her brain
act like
up.
it's a fucking
normal situation.
Yeah, you start that hole you made with your gun. You put your dick in that and you fuck it till you come. Fuck it till you come. Start the song.
I don't know, dude. I don't think I could fuck anything till I came.
I'm your dad.
Just get sexy hard about it.
So, who do you think?
You are. I don't know.
Am I? You? No. Who
the
do you think
fuck
jacks
do you think
off
I am?
to
Not me.
dad fucking son porn?
In our family. Look right at you. Just
That'd be such a sweet call out if like you found out someone's scary porn history.
and just be like, oh, so who do you think kind of watches that porn?
That'd be so sweet. I thought you had to think, Ted. That's like, who would watch that gay shit?
I don't think anybody in our family would. You never know, though. That's just.
I don't know.
That's
I watch
so
Mom's
weird
Son.
about sex. I know that's different though. That's different.
No, but like,
So if you're telling me like if someone was like, oh yeah, I watched Mom's Son, they're like, well, I also watched the Dad's Son.
yeah, if you
That's
buy.
two gay dudes fucking.
Yeah,
it
makes
there's a
sense.
gay person in our family and a bi person.
Yeah, that
so-
makes sense. I
and
get
also
that.
the girls probably might watch some weird shit. I don't know.
Girls do kind of some.
Some do, some don't.
Not all girls, but like there's some girls that like gay porn.
Yeah.
And to me, that's just weird. Well, it makes sense. Like for two girls to make out is the same thing. I get that.
Two dudes fucking.
It's hot as fuck. Okay, I get what you're saying. I get you getting that. I got your foot down, playboy.
I get what you put down, baby. No, if two dudes fucking is brutal, it's bloody, it's aggressive.
Is
Just
it
like, all
bloody?
I think about is back in prison. Just fucking people getting raped left and right. Most of the time, the other dude that's getting fucked doesn't want it. So
That'd be
the guy
insane.
on top is
Imagine
always
that's
one. Not a fun thing.
That's pretty sick. I'm
Hey,
gonna go
have
to
you ever
prison.
fucked?
A dude?
A dude?
For $15, I would. Weird.
Some weird angle on it.
For $15? Hey.
That's what you said. Yes,
Dude,
I would.
we should try to start fucking tempting
Dude.
Blake into doing
Weird shit for heroin.
We do that nightmare thing. Become our fucking. What's that? God, what's that guy's name in Bam's friend? Novak. That's what he did. Novak would do like.
crazy weird shit for heroin.
Yeah, because he wanted like $30. Like shove rocks up his asshole and shit. Like he'd do like whatever they said. Like, I'm not sure if that last part's true. Maybe he had to swallow rocks. I think he might have had to do that. It was something brutal as fuck. He had to do some brutal shit. The Bam would yeah, it's like $30. Like, oh, that's to get fucking oxys. Cause like it was around the same time as like, but who knows what the prices were, whoever. Like $30 to get your fix, basically, isn't that?
No. So let's get Blake on the show. And let's start doing some nasty gay shit, Joe.
Throw fuck up.
Yeah, no.
All gay shit with Blake, just fucking the whole time. Don't give him money afterwards. Ha ha, bitch.
Yeah, clean yourself up. Throw a cum rag at him.
Cum rag. He's already full of cum.
Way
Hit him right
too
in the
full.
face. He didn't even come.
Cleans his entire body with that. He just likes
Give
it.
him a fucking little rock.
Oh, cocaine. He's like,
That
I
is
don't like
baking
this.
powder. This isn't even dry. Well, you're an idiot.
Yeah, you're dumb. You don't
Call the
like drugs.
cops, said.
What are you gonna say? You
I
Fucked
got-
us for money? You
Oh,
didn't.
I got raped by a bunch of mean people. Just cries and goes home.
I'd be down for that, to rape a bunch of mean people.
No, we're the mean people
I
raping.
know.
I love it.
Do you think mean people have, like...
Sophisticated lifestyles?
Yeah. When they're not being mean. That is a weird thing to think about, though. Like, how many, like... There's a lot of mean motherfuckers in the world.
I've met one.
You know what? Actually, I don't ever really look at, like, a person and be like...
You're mean.
Oh, they're mean. Like, I always be like, okay, something obviously is going on in that person's life. You know what I mean? I don't ever look and be like, that guy's just a mean person. Like even with anybody I know. People at work, it's like, okay, I know what's going on in their home life, so it's like, I know they're being a douchebag right now, and it's probably because of that. It's probably because they're deeply upset.
There's a lot of shit like that.
Yeah, it's weird.
No, there's also you don't even realize it's affecting you until it's
you
gone.
yourself.
Like, oh, shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That shit's weird, too. That's a deep one. Like that's why I like to try to like base like friendships off of like how soon you have a conversation like that with people. I really like when you have a conversation with that like a person like that relatively quick, like they usually become my friends for long times. You know what I mean? Like they talk about, or like do things that show that they get something off their chest and they're like, hey, thanks for listening to me, bro. I appreciate
I always
you
say, get the fuck away from me with your damn stories.
Mean as fuck to him.
And they're like, huh, I like this guy. This guy's pretty cool.
You know what I was thinking about too?
What?
You at Josh's house, I felt like you just wanted to argue with me so hardcore that night.
Well, look, I just felt like you were so definitive on what you said, and I didn't believe it. Because it makes no sense. But you're the same way. If I tell you something, no, that's true, and then like you're not even looking it up or anything, you're
no, but we've looked it up
it.
before, though. We've looked it up.
Yeah,
before.
but we also found out that it's not as black and white as you said.
Well,
like you just get around. It's
no,
like
it's literally
it's
that's
just like,
what it is, though.
There's certain situations.
Even that fucking literal lawyer said you will most likely have to always give your fucking ID up. Oh, almost every time you will have to. There's very rare exceptions that you'll have to.
Yeah, but then also you can come off as a cunt. You don't want to do that. But there's just some weird stuff where it's just like, I don't like that you have to do it too. So I don't even because it doesn't make any sense legally for them to say, hey, let me see your. Who are you? It's like, what? I'm not doing anything wrong.
Check for warrants. We want to check for warrants. It's like, how is that a thing?
Yeah,
They say that. They do that when they pull you over. Like, yeah, we just gotta check for warrants.
Like,
that's bullshit. You just pull people over, just check if they have warrants.
Hey, you just go walk to every single person you see.
Why the fuck do I have to? I don't have warrants. I don't have to worry about that ever.
Yeah.
Even though I've had to. But that's what my argument would be if I never had a warrant.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I never had a warrant, so why the fuck you gotta check me?
Yeah. It's just a weird thing that I don't like. But you don't. If you're not stopped, like if you're stopped in a car, though, it makes sense. You have to at least tell them your name. You have to identify yourself. But there's also some states where it's more clear, but it's also they're still weird. If you're walking on the street, you don't have to show your ID. You can tell them who you are. Basically, it says tell them who you are is one of the laws. You never have to give them your ID, I don't think, except unless you're driving.
You do.
Because yeah, it's your driver. But even if you didn't have it, what are they gonna do? Give you a ticket for not having a driver's license?
Yeah, they literally can.
Yeah, but what's that? What if you go show me you have
yeah, it's the same thing as not having your insurance with you. It's the same thing.
Because it's stupid. You can just tell my name, and then you can look me up, and you'll see a picture of my face.
Yeah, they can still give it to you, though. It's the same thing with the insurance.
But I think it's a stupid law that was just from before they had computers in their cars, and they just kept it on because it's dumb, and they can control you with it. You really don't need a license. You say my name, I'll say my name. Oh, that's... No.
I know.
Just look me up. You'll see my face.
I know. You
Well, it's my insurance, too. With my SR22 insurance. That's what I said to the cop when I got pulled over, got a headlight out. He's like, hey, let me see your insurance. And he's like, not on my insurance thing. But if my license isn't suspended, then, my license isn't suspended, then I have insurance. I have SR22 insurance. You have to have, because if you don't have insurance, then you'll be suspended license. Because your insurance company has to mail them a letter every month, or whatever it is. So I said that. He's like, yeah, that's true. They might look it up. He's like, yeah, make sure you have it because some people aren't as nice as me or whatever. But it's like, if you know that I don't know, but he was just it was a headlight check anyways.
Yeah.
He was actually kind of a cool cop.
There's actually a lot. If you're respectable, a lot of the times, like, I've actually had a lot of cool cops. Like, even when I've gotten pulled over for like bad shit, like when I overdosed, those cops are super cool with me at the very end. Even though I had a fucking bag full of drugs dissolving in my fucking mouth.
I remember you told me that. I remember they're kissing you and stuff when you were leaving, like, hey, bye, sexy.
And I was like, you got it, big boy. Just take it for a second and walk away. It'd be so weird. Just a couple.
The head just rubbing against your fucking...
The
red just touching the roof of your mouth.
Right, oh my god.
Oh, is that puking? You love it.
See, bro. That was it.
That's what you did. That's a nightmare situation.
Getting raped by a bunch of cops.
See you, sexy. Oh, see ya.
When you're passed
You're
out.
like-
Oh, he's coming back. Put your pants up.
So
Bucko.
scary.
I don't know, dude. I'm just gonna go home and cry, I think. Here.
So I start
I
crying.
just hold back my fucking tears. I hold every tear I have back. I haven't cried since '94. Don't plan on crying.
instantly start crying.
So sweet.
Yep, oh, there it is.
You know what I was thinking too?
Life's too
We've
short.
been getting fucked up a lot.
Hell yeah.
We get fucked up all the time.
Good
Why
for
we
you.
named it Drunken Dispute too, because it makes a lot of sense.
Drunken Street too.
First two. TWZU.
Yeah, zero.
That's
That new
zero.
letter.
New letter.
Yeah.
Start
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 tweaking
panicking.
out. I was
Yeah,
tweaking.
fucking meth.
Woo!
I'm pretty fucking calm right
What were you
now.
gonna say then? What the fuck are you gonna say?
I don't know. You interrupted me.
I did.
Drunken
you?
Dispute. We're getting fucked up a lot lately. I think I'm gonna further this next month. I think I'm only gonna drink on Sunday. This podcast. So I've been drinking like God, not a little.
Start crying.
Oh, I drink a lot.
Oh, you're not calling.
I know. It's
That's
like
all there is
that's
to-
scary.
But it's not like that. It's not even like it's like totally different. Like my heroin, that's a completely different thing. I had a really bad heroin using drink last night.
Nice.
I had a dream about my old neighbor too. That fucking horrifying cunt.
Sure to fuck you.
She did. No, it was weird. It was really
What'd you
scary.
do?
It was weird. Like
What did you do?
me and you were we were like fucking like me,
When
you,
you're
and someone
fucking?
else. No, we're like doing like this weird shit, like ding dong ditching these people. And, like,
Oh. Had the same dream. That'd be so sick.
scary.
Cool. It'd be cool if dreams were joint like that. If you had a dream about someone that they had the same exact one with you,
That'd be sick.
that'd be fun.
What would that mean though? That would mean something to me. I feel like that you would take that as a whole and be like, okay, that's weird. We're connected some weird way. If we can share those dreams somehow mentally,
Yeah.
we're weirdly connected.
Or something's we're connected
Isn't
to
that
something.
kind of weird to think about too? Like, because like obviously, like we can look at it and be like, well, there's different people. There's people that like they will connect things like, oh, you got fired from this job, and like, oh, just so happens, right after that, another job opened up and you got it instantly. God, you know what I mean? Like, but there's a lot of
Hashtag
people
God.
that look at
Hashtag
it as
hell
in,
yeah.
like,
Hashtag no.
that look at it a different way. Like, there's like for me, I never see the meaning in anything. I feel like I see where they
No, you-
correlate, things connect, but they make sense why they connect. It's not like some
Also,
divine reason. Usually,
I like
feel
doing it as like a fun. I like just looking at it like, oh, that's fun to think of it as if the universe is saying, do this.
Yeah,
But then it's like in reality, it's
it's
just
your mind doing that, bro.
Yeah, it's
that's
true.
how human minds are meant to be.
yeah.
Not meant to be. That's a ridiculous saying. But that's how
Well,
our minds
scared.
they see patterns in things. That's what it's a huge
Yeah, that's
thing
why I
in
like
our
music.
evolution. That literally, it fucking we see patterns. In
Well, yeah, but it's
everything.
not just us too, because there's even I don't know. I guess I think it's a real study, but it was at the beginning of that fucking movie. Jesus Christ, what is his name? I never remember anything in my life, dude.
Yeah, I know. Ever since the whole podcast, you're like, what was that? thing?
Mr. Nobody. At the beginning, they showed the thing where like the pigeon. I don't know if it's a pigeon, but it's like somewhere a bird. If it hit its nose on the button, a piece of food will drop out. They taught him
Yeah,
that.
that's a real thing.
Yeah, exactly,
The
yeah.
raven and shit. There's a raven and there are a couple other birds that did it.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's
he
weird.
kept knocking into it, and then one time they made it so it randomly dropped. Just randomly throughout the day, it dropped. And then one time, if they accidentally flapped their wings and it dropped, they tried doing that.
Yeah,
and then
that's a real
but
study.
still, yeah, because their superstition is naturally in
Everything.
and checking
And
that,
animals.
and checking for the patterns and seeing if I do this correlation. But it makes sense. All that shit like correlation, because if you see this happening,
Let me call you back, babe.
if you see this happening, you'll
Just keep
Yeah.
doing it.
you have to keep doing it. It's the only way you can survive.
Yeah, it's well.
If I eat this, I
yeah,
don't get sick.
exactly. It's like,
If I
oh,
eat this,
if you
I
go
don't
to this
die.
tree, you found this fucking root, this fucking thing off this tree, and you ate it, and it tasted good, and you kept eating them.
Well, it's like with rat poison. They make it so they can't even. They don't even know it. That doesn't hurt them. It hurts them later because they know if they go to something, they eat it, and then they hurt right afterwards. All the rats are like, oh, that's poison. That's you
Yeah.
ate something bad. But if you do it and you don't, it doesn't affect them for like 3-4 days. And all of a sudden they die. Then they don't know what the fuck they ate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's insane.
yeah, because everything it does that. Because if you don't have that, you're gonna die. I feel like even like germs, everything would have it.
Yeah.
Everything would have that innately in them.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's even weirder to think about. That is an automatic knowledge of everything. Why?
So you don't die.
But they also
You
say
survive.
that genes also there's also knowledge genes. Like you can actually, it takes a lot. Like for me to be like, hey, don't touch this fire, it's hot. You know what I mean? Like I learned, ow, that's hot, and then I'd be like, whoa, don't touch that fire, it's hot.
Don't fucking tell me.
Boom! Down and silly start fucking burning your head in that fire.
Eating my face. Oh fuck, this is good as fuck shit right here.
See, fire.
Hot.
Eating your face. But like, you know what I mean? So like, we can pass down knowledge incredibly fast, but genes are passed down incredibly slowly.
When did cooking food become
Listen
a
to
thing?
me when I'm talking.
I just got lost in my
I know.
mind. That's like,
I was trying to continue a conversation with you, and you're like, oh,
You
my
better say-
food, I'm hungry, I'm back. Fucking running out of this room, I'm scared. You're fat. I'm just gonna acknowledge. I just keep going back the whole time. I just keep bringing it up.
nope. Yeah,
I can't
you're
remember
so
what I was gonna
fucking
say.
thin.
Let's think about talking about burning your head in the fire, keep doing that, and cooking and eating your face off.
Yeah.
And you know what's weird though? Like they say modern humans have been around for 200,000 to 300,000 years now. They have new findings for 300,000, which also terrifies me because that means they were
Here for 4 or 5 years at least.
At least 4 or 5. They were there before the Ice Age even began. So they went through
Which
the
one?
entire Ice
There's a
Age.
bunch of Ice
The
Age.
most recent one.
Oh yeah,
they literally it ended 10,000 years ago, and it didn't start. Even if it started 100,000 years before that, we would still there 100,000 years even prior.
Yeah, they're probably flourished at one point.
I feel like they had to have. How does that make sense if humans? Maybe it's also collective knowledge though. Genes have been passed down
Yeah,
for
but
so long that makes
there's
sense.
also that stuff that like on the Graham Hancock talks about.
What?
Because there's like there's a certain group of people who they thought 10,000 years ago civilization started, but now there's kind of more findings saying that it could have been further back, like 15,000. Because the Sphinx alone isn't even. It's way before, like the head
Pyramids.
No, I think the bottom of like the head below the head is before like the body is like way before the head was carved out.
Weird.
It's like hard to face into it after it was already there for thousands of years. So the whole thing is weird. The whole shit's weird. But then people they don't want to believe it. There's like some sort of dogma shit going on with the whole. They're like, oh no, this has to be.
Yeah,
this
dogma's insane.
Because we've seen it. No, we said this before. It's like no, maybe you're wrong. It's okay to be wrong. It's the point of science. To prove,
I know.
prove
See,
you're
that's
wrong.
the thing though. It's so weird to me that science has dogma in it. Like
Well,
we literally were like,
it's
nope, you're an idiot. Ruin your science
Yeah,
career.
but
Or
that's
someone
how-
that they're
always like
always
that.
right. Those people,
Not always
I know,
right.
but like most of the time, not even most of the time. There's a lot of people that get booed up, but there's a lot of people that do actually that happens to them. A lot of people in history that has happened to. It's not a little. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Galileo. There's so many you can fucking name that later found out they were absolutely right the whole time. Charles Darwin absolutely was right the whole time.
Yeah, Isaac Newton got laughed
And
at.
he knew that he didn't publish his book until almost till he was dead. Because he knew he was going to die soon.
Yeah, but he also wanted to beat that one guy. Someone else is doing it too.
That's what's weird. Some other dude was doing it at the same exact time as him. Went to almost the same place as him too. Oh no, he went to some other place. It was like Polynesia or something.
So we went to it quick before that guy published it and got the notoriety for it.
That's super weird.
I would do it too. If you spend your whole life on this, and if you do it, then you lose everything you try to do.
Yeah.
I thought he published it when he was somewhat young, didn't he? The first one? What
The
was
one
it called?
that he published is the Origins of Life. The Origins of Life is when he published was like when he was like dead. They died like right after.
He married his cousin too. So my cousin, oh yeah. He had like a bunch of kids that died in childbirth and died in fucking.
Even from just cousin fucking is that how like in like that?
It's just people don't want to take care of kids. They fucking take them out and they just die of.
I was gonna say
everything.
Two cousins fucking have a kid.
Is it that much inbred? That it would
It's
be
not-
like,
I don't think
is
it's
it
that
a
bad.
super high chance that they would fucking?
It's-
But you gotta think though, like if it's like me and you, obviously we couldn't have a kid, but we'd be my sister and you. It's just disgusting to think about. You're a fucking freak for even thinking about that.
Oh yeah, I
So
love
me.
it. It's like a
But that'd be your. Yeah, that's weird. It's not really actually connected, I guess, besides your grandma.
Well, yeah,
It's
because
100% connected.
it's pretty connected, but it's just like I don't know. It's not as bad as people. It's
Fucking
not as bad as
their
it is, but it's
brothers
also
and
like But in our society now, it's completely frowned upon. It's pretty weird. It's weird. It's weird going on those fucking incest Reddits, dude. Those are scary, dude.
Is there? I've never seen them.
What do they say?
There's some nightmares in there.
Like,
It's pretty
literally
terrifying.
nightmares? Like,
Yeah, like
scary?
a guy just like in love with his brother. There's one that's like this guy's in love with his brother, and he like finds out that he was taking pictures of. I don't know what the fuck. What did he get? There was something gross that he did, and he was jerking off to his brother, and there's like a whole thing. And it was like today I fucked up, one of those. But they also could just be fantasies. You know what I mean? He's some guy's writing a sexual fantasy, like, acting like it's actually happening to him.
God, that's so.
That's the weird thing about that shit. You don't know what's real and what's not.
A lot of it's fake. I feel like. I read some of that shit, but no incest shit like that.
Yeah, it's gross. It's like you go, it's like disgusted and like feel bad for them because it's almost it's like.
You don't even make that up, weirdo.
People are into it though, because people are actually into the incest porn. Some people just look at incest porn because it has hot girls in it. Some people look at incest porn because that's the only thing that makes them feel good because they think of their sister they're doing it.
Yeah, that'd be nightmare shit, dude. That'd be so insane. Just thinking about fucking your sister, that's the only thing that gets you off.
Yeah, like a.
God, that'd be so scary. Dude.
I know that sucked out if that's your thing.
Yeah, it'd be awful. This is so frowned upon.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's like child fucking and shit.
Yeah, but child fucking can be worse because you're actually hurting somebody.
Yeah.
So it's like a nice.
Because they don't ever. Well, actually, that's not true. I was gonna say most of the time it's consensual sex between them, but there's also the fucking forced fantasies as well. I've seen those.
What, kid fucking?
No. Forced fantasies. It's like forced ones, like forced. Like I've never watched them, but I've seen the titles. You know when you scroll by.
Oh, I've watched some of those. They're pretty good.
See, I never watched them. I've never watched the. I didn't like the forced. Anything forced.
Yeah, a lot of it's weird. A lot of it's.
Watching
Some of them are hot girls. It's like then they have to turn it off at a certain point.
I can never get to the fucking part where I'm like, okay, first of all, I'm not enjoying this at all because I never ever want to do that to anybody. I never want to be like.
Do somebody.
And they're just like, stop. This is the whole thing. I'm just like, what is this? Like, what am I watching? This is awful. Like, that's how I feel in my heart. Like, ugh.
I think it's hilarious because this is bad acting.
The whole thing to me is like consensuality. If my dad wants to fuck me, hell yeah. So
I don't hate. Like, there's some that is kind of cool. The ones that's like the mom ones, like the mom stuff. Like, oh, get off me, Levi. Like, that's literally.
Yeah,
those are hot because it's the MILF one and she's like pushing back.
It's so weird because it's like I know because
they always won in the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like in life.
Exactly.
When you're raping a bitch, they always start pushing back. They always start pushing back. Turn into Chris Rock. I don't know.
You are Chris Rock.
Chris, no.
Yeah, you're not black and gay.
That's fucked up, dude. I used to be black and gay for 4 years.
So, here's the deal on this. One,
Tokyo never happened.
Tokyo never happened.
But it happened in Hong Kong or Tokyo?
What?
No, Tokyo, Japan, right?
What?
The fucking protests.
Well, yeah, let's talk about that. I don't know anything about it. You know about it. Let's hear about it.
Yeah, they had like 2 million people protesting. I think it's Hong Kong, yeah, because that's the place in China, right, that has like the completely different laws.
People.
Well, there's completely different laws there. It's like a, capitalism and shit. It's not communism there.
Weird.
Just get fucking pissed. Yeah. Well, you know, it's an insane thing. But then there's like 2 million out of the 7 million people that live in Hong Kong are protesting, or they were. I'm not sure what's happening now.
For communism?
No, against it because they're trying to change a bunch of the laws, and fuck them. Even they're not taking it.
Oh, China's not?
Yeah, but they don't really have that many rights there because it's a communist country. Did you hear about that one thing they're doing? But have you seen the second episode or no, one of the early episodes of Black Mirror? Have you watched any of those episodes?
I can't remember. Like I watched just like the first one.
You watched the one where they talked about like getting likes and stuff, and then that whole one about that. Well, there's a whole system that they're trying to implement in China. It's like that, like where it's basically if you see someone do something bad, then you report them, and then but it's all like a silent thing, and then like people can not give you loans because of it, and it can affect your life. So it's like it has this whole like police society of everyone's watching you. So it sounds like the most terrifying world. And then like China, and then I think Venezuela, some other country over there is like, oh, it was starting to take that. It was trying to do the same thing. And the other countries like, oh, the West will never get it. They don't understand. It's like, yeah, you're their nightmares. You try to take away everyone. Everyone's gonna be looking around. If they do anything wrong,
you want to report them.
Yeah, because that'll make yours look better.
Yeah.
And then people go down and you'll go up and like it's like a fucking nightmare, dude.
Yeah, because you'd lie too. You can lie about shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but probably if you
dude, I'll never visit there. I'll never go to a communist country. I'll never.
Not one that scared. That one.
Never
Well,
want
North
to go to
Korea's
North Korea.
insane.
I don't want to go to China either. Fuck China. I'll go to Japan, dude. I go to Japan.
Japan.
That motherfucker got
Or
blown
South
up
Korea.
and blown into capitalism.
I go to South Korea.
What? South Korea is different too, because it's capitalism.
Yeah, but North Korea's terrifying.
North Korea is nightmare shit.
No one wants to go to North Korea unless they're going there because of what it is.
Yeah, just see the nightmare shit.
Yeah, because that's like a nightmare land.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
literally. Nightmares.
That's where I want to fucking live.
Well, I think that
I don't
like
go to
I've
North
seen
Korea.
those. I've seen those. Like they're like, oh, they try to always like make like they are part of society, and they can see everybody has Google. Like, and they see like they like were videotaping this guy. He had Google, and he just didn't even move his mouse. It was just on Google page. He just sat there. He didn't even Google anything. He was just sitting on Google.
He just has Google.
Yeah, he just had Google up and didn't do anything.
Oh no, insane.
That place is probably so scary.
Imagine being born in that place.
Yeah, I'd kill myself. I feel like.
No, you
Want
wouldn't.
to, because we wouldn't know. You wouldn't know the side. And I feel
No,
like that's what's
I
so
feel like
gay
that'd be
about-
less suicidal because you would have something to live. You would have something to survive from. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
exactly.
Trying to survive is half of the world.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
like, every other animal, every other creature who's not living in a first world country
I know it's
is
actually. I feel like
trying
it's,
to survive constantly, and
I
that's
know.
what's fucking into your head. Is you're not trying to survive anymore. Now you're trying to become
some nightmare in
No,
society.
it's because you're trying to fucking hit this thing, whatever it is. You're trying to strive for better. Like it's not what. That's not how humans are. We're supposed
They're
to try
not
to survive. That's
built
what people
that
have
way.
anxiety
Yeah,
attacks. Anxiety is fight or
exactly.
flight.
Exactly.
So
And
you-
that's how we feel all the time because it's like you either want to fight or flight, but you can't do that at all in any situation. I feel like there's like no situations you can fight or flight in.
Yeah, you can. We just
Like,
depends how you
at
phrase
work,
it. You can
I
fight
chose
people.
fight the other day, but you can't.
If you hit someone,
I would
killed
have hit that.
someone.
Yeah, if I started hitting my fucking assistant manager, I go to fucking first of all. I
You'd
get,
knock
I
you
could
out.
get fucking called
You'd
the cops
one-hit
on,
quit
but
you.
I wouldn't. But I'd get fucking literally fired instantly.
Yeah, but that's like not. You don't literally fight. Like if in that situation you fight for. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know.
Like his
Fight
would be
or
real
flight.
fight or flight if someone's attacking you at work.
Yeah.
That's a real fight or flight.
Pulls out a fucking pistol. And
Boom, 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 and kills me instantly. Holy fuck!
Oh
He just
yeah.
fucking slapped me in the face, dude. He didn't trying to kill you. He's just saying, "Hey, you're a fucking asshole."
You waking up? Wake up!
Like,
Did you
oh,
you
boom,
pressed
boom,
down?
boom, and shoot that guy 6 times.
It's not a yacht on heroin. Wake up! Did you say boom?
What was that?
Self-defense. You saw him hit me? Yeah.
Some girl at work was doing that.
Heroin.
Not enough, yeah. She's all. And I was just seeing her doing. I was like, God, I used to look like that here. I was like, I used to do that same thing.
I remember I used to be cool like that.
Burn her skin.
Just nodding.
I used to nod off all the time. So insane. Cause that's like, and you know what I was thinking about that? That's kind of the same thing. I always had that feeling. So
You're
like,
tired?
and that's what right now is because what's fucking with me. Cause like I'm sober right now, and that's how it's supposed to be. But I was always recovering. I was always like, oh, I'm a recovering addict. Like I'm fighting my way from something. I'm surviving from something.
Maybe you're always doing that anyway.
Exactly. But the thing is.
Bible.
Hello.
Wait.
Okay, 1 second. Okay. Love you.
You just
She's
fucking
here.
turn phones off. What?
She's here.
You get them
55 minutes. 54 minutes.
probably 20 minutes usable.
Really?
We're terrible, dude. We've been mumbling for 20 minutes. I was scared.
I was like, are you I almost had a bad fry right there. So it's, you know, just that bad. into
the
fucking
acid. Just 82 hits in.
I like the podcast. I'll have to come back over and watch it. And then we'll send it out there. Everyone subscribe and unlike. Saturday, Sunday,
This is mental insight.
Drunken Dispute, the new name. We're probably not going to ever do this again, so thanks for watching.
Cool if we get big in 30 years.
I hope so, and it's not even the same podcast. Everyone hates us. They're like, what the fuck, dude? These guys were so much cooler back then. And we're all fucking gay now. All we talk about is liberal gay sex.
Just try.
That's the liberal gay sex.